Next answer, this answer also LAQ. This is the structure of neuron. Structure of neuron. Okay, and then structure of neuron. Question will be explained briefly about structure of neuron or describe the structure of a neuron. Clear? Now the first one you can write like this: to carry out many highly specialized functions. The nervous system is made up of highly specialized cells. Cells called neuron. What they call as neuron, or simply called as nerve cell. Clear? Second point, structurally, this answer is very important. Okay, structurally, a neuron consists of three parts. Clear? Now, what are the three parts? The first one is called as the cyton. The second one is called as dendrites, and the third one is called as axon. These are the three important. Once you explain the three parts, your answer will be completed. Clear? So the first part, we'll start with the first part. Third point, cyton. In cyton, the first point should be the main part of neuron. In cell body is cyton. Or this cyton is also called as perikaryon. Pericardia or perikaryon, you can tell. Okay, this is the first point. Second point, cytoplasm, cell organelles, and nissel granules. Okay, nissel granules are all found in the cell body. Clear? And what will be the third point here now? Cyton is the center. For receiving messages. Messages otherwise called as impulses. Clear? It's also called as impulses. Now the fourth point, cyton. The second is the dendrites. Heading you write dendrites. Now what is the first point in dendrites? Dendrites are the small. Dendrites are the small projections from the cell body, from the cell body. This is the first one. Second, they conduct nerve impulses. They conduct nerve impulses. They conduct nerve impulses from synapses towards the cell body, Clear? These are the 2 points. Now the most important part is axon. Now what is the first point in axon? It is a single, you can write like that, it is a single long fiber. It is a single long fiber arises from the cytone. Cytone called axon. This is the first one. Clear? So what is the axon means here? It is single long fiber arises from the cytone, cell body. It's called axon. Second point you can add, it is covered by a sheath called myelin sheath. Myelin, M-Y-E-L-I-N, okay, myelin sheath, covered by myelin sheath. Then third point you can add, axon is the important part. Axon is the important part of the neuron. Or nerve cell, you can tell. Important part of the neuron or nerve cell. Clear? Then fourth point, axons carry messages or impulses, you can tell. Okay, messages from the cell body, from the cell body of one neuron to another. Then fifth point, axon is also called as nerve fiber. Clear? This here. Fifth point also you can write important one. Sixth one, that is myelin sheath. Clear? Here also you can include fourth. This one also very important. Okay. Myelin sheath. Clear? Now, what is the work of myelin sheath? The first one, it increases the speed. Okay. It increase the speed of nerve impulses. Impulse means nerve impulse means message. Okay. Impulse conduction. Okay. And what is the second point in this? To insulate the axon, that is prevents mixing of impulses or messages, you can tell. Clear? Impulses in the adjacent fibers. Fiber means axon. Okay, axon. Clear? This answer you can get 6 marks. Okay. Now check it out. Check the diagram. You can understand still clear. Okay. These are various parts and their functions. Okay. This is a nerve cell. Okay. Some nerve cell will be very small, millimeters in millimeters. But some neurons are there. They are in meter also. In thigh region. Okay. Legs region. The length of the neuron will be nearly meter, 1 meter like that. Okay. But some neurons will be very small. If the neuron is covered with this myelin sheath, blue color. Small round you are seeing, it is called myelin sheath. If the neuron covered with myelin sheath, it is called myelinated neuron. Clear? Myelinated neuron. Suppose if it is not covered with the myelin sheath, it is unmyelinated neuron. Clear? Unmyelinated neuron. In brain we can find bundle of neurons. Okay, nearly millions of neurons are present in brain here. Okay, and all that neurons are myelinated neurons. They are myelinated neurons. These are the dendrites. A small root-like structure. They are dendrites. They are dendrites, all root-like structures. They are the dendrites. And this all root or hair-like structure, they are joining to form a big one. Can you see the big one here now? They are called a dendron. What they call as dendron. So what is the main work of this dendrite here now? Receive the signals from other cells. Okay, this dendrite, this one. From all the sides, they'll receive the messages. But from other neuron. Clear? They receive the messages here. Now this message enter into dendrites, and from the dendrites enter into dendron, the bigger one, the dendron. Then enter into center here. What the center is called as your cell body. This is called cell body. Cell body otherwise called as cytome or pericardia. Cell body otherwise called as cytome or pericardia. Clear? Organize and keep the cell functional. Okay, this is the center for receiving all the messages. See, it is the center here now, and messages are entering from this side. From this side, and from this side. So this center one, cytome, is the centers for all receiving messages. Clear? The dots what you are finding here, they are called as the Nissl granules. Okay, these dots are called as Nissl granule, and this is the nucleus. Nucleus already you know that it is a control room. Okay, it controls the entire neuron. Total neurons will be controlled by the nucleus here. Clear? Then cell membrane are there. Here cell membrane is there. This all cell membrane here now. Protect the cell. Cell is perfectly protected by cell membrane here. Clear? Nodes of Ranvier. This is the myelin sheath. These are the myelin sheath. This myelin sheath otherwise called as medullary sheath or insulatory sheath. Okay, all this completely axon, nerve fiber is perfectly covered by myelin sheath, medullary sheath. What is the work of this medullary sheath? You know, it prevents the leakage of current, impulses. Okay, impulses. Clear? The current is moving like this with a great speed, you know. So this myelin sheath doesn't allow that messages, impulses to leak here, to leak into the other axon here. Clear? So in between some gaps are there here. I think you can see clearly from one myelin sheath to other myelin sheath. One small gap is there. These gaps are called as nodes of Ranvier. What are the gaps called as? Nodes of Ranvier. These nodes of Ranvier help the impulses to move fast. They increase the speed of the impulses. Clear? So like that, nerve fiber take the message from here. Clear? So this is the work of cytome, I told you, and dendrites. Clear? And axon. Axon is it is a single long fiber. This is the axon. This completely is the axon here. Okay, single long arises from the cytome, from the cell body here. Then it is covered by the sheath called myelin sheath. This all blue color what you are seeing, it is a myelin sheath, otherwise called as medullary sheath or simply called as insulatory sheath. Clear? And then axon is the important part of the neuron. Because with the help of this fiber only, nerve fiber, axon otherwise called as nerve fiber. So the the impulses can easily move to the nerve terminals. These are called nerve terminals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are all nerve terminals. Clear? Then this axon carry the message from cell body to one to the another one. Axon is also called as a nerve fiber. This axon is otherwise called as a nerve fiber. They end into nerve terminals. And here one small bulb-like structures will be there, which is called as synaptic bulbs. They are called as synaptic bulbs. From here only the message, the impulses will jump to the next one, a next neuron here. That is called synapses. Okay, synapse. What is synapse mean? This one only. Clear? Then what is the myelin sheath work? Already I told you. It increases the speed of nerve impulses conduction. Okay, this myelin sheath increase the impulses speed here, as well as stop or prevent the leakage of current. Clear? Understood?